Welcome people and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if this is your first time seeing one of my videos, my name is Coco and on this channel I mostly speak about perfumes. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can go ahead, click that subscribe button or join the family. Thank you very much. In today's video, as you can already see from the title, I'll be reviewing the Captivating Memories line from Zara and Jo Malone. You know Auntie Jo? Yes. So if you'd like to hear my reviews on these fragrances, please continue to watch.
All I know is you smell good. All I know is you smell good. Yeah.
Welcome back, my pebbles. So yes, Auntie Jo has done it again. She's back in the lab with Zara, and you know, she came out with a new line. Do you know what? I actually think that she comes out with more fragrances collaborating with Zara than she does her own line. Jokes, don't take me serious. I'm just joking, okay? Because I love Auntie Jo. You guys know how much I go crazy whenever she collaborates with Zara because I absolutely love Auntie Jo. There's 5 fragrances in this line and they all go for £19.99. But if you have me on Instagram, you know I got them for £12.99. Listen, and if you don't have me on Instagram, what are you doing? Go follow me on Instagram. Listen, I'm fun, okay? I'm so fun. Not that I need to plead to you guys to tell you that I'm fun, but I am. Listen, if you have me on Instagram, can you please tell the comment section that I'm fun? But why am I even pleading to these people? I am fun! Okay, so back in story where I got them for £12.99, I had bought this line from last year, and because Royal Mail is having strikes and that, my post didn't come in time. So by the time I received my post, Zara had a sale and the fragrances that I bought for £19.99 dropped down to £12.99. So what did I do? Obviously, I returned the ones that I bought and repurchase them. So instead of £19.99, I got them for £12.99. Quick chat about the packaging. These bottles are so cute. Oh my God, look at them. Simple but chic. All the bottles are the same. They just have different colors around the atomizers. So like just like that. But these bottles, absolutely cute. And I absolutely love the fact that these bottles are actually clear. Not every day I want to hold my bottle up to the light to be like, raw, is that how much I have left? Yeah. No, sometimes I just want to take up my bottle and be like, oh, raw, I got a lot left. Do you know what I mean? I love these packaging. As for the boxes, they're all the same, but the side panel on the box has a color that's correspondent to the color that's around the atomizer. So purple goes with purple and pink goes with pink. And also at the back of the box, there's a synopsis about the fragrance. But you know what? You didn't come here for me to read a novel. No, you came here to hear about the fragrances. So let's get into it. I'm actually shocked that these are not in numerical orders, because we know how Zara and Auntie Jo are. They like to put numbers on things. Because you know I like to go in numerical order for my OCD baddies, but there's no numbers. So I'm just going to go with the first one that I grab. Let's get into it. The first one I want to go with is called Warm Freedom. I won't lie to you, the opening for this is very strange. The 2 top notes, there's magnolia and cotton. Hear me out. The cotton smells like it was covered in baby powder and then got squirted with something citrus. Like a chalky, clay-like talcum texture with citrus. Does that make sense? If you want me to break it down a bit more, listen, just think about a baby that's covered in powder, yeah? And then that same baby was given a slice of lemon to taste. Yeah, so it's like they're eating the lemon and all the juices run down their mouth and then it just stays on their neck and then that gets mixed in with the powder. Does that make sense? Yes, that's the opening for me. After all that subsides, this is where the coffee comes in for me, and the coffee is kind of earthy. I had described this before as freshly grounded coffee to me smells like when the rain hits the dirt. You know that earthy smell? That's what freshly grounded coffee smells like to me. As this fragrance is drying down, the earthy coffee loses its earthiness, if that makes sense. And then it gets smothered in some smooth, creamy sandalwood, then get wrapped up in some cozy cashmere. For the complete dry down, this is just a warm, fluffy and powdery fragrance. Let me just describe this fragrance how I know best. Say for example, you woke up in the morning, you find that it's raining, you go to your baby's room and you hear them cooing in their cot. You know, you take them up, you give them a nice little cuddle, you give them a warm bath, then you wrap them in a cashmere blanket, you put some powder on, then you pop on some fleece, and then you know, they drift right back to sleep, yeah? And then you go on your porch and you're drinking a warm cup of creamy coffee as the rain just comes down harder. Does that make sense? That is what this smells like. It's warm, it's powdery, it's cozy, it's fluffy, it's creamy. Oh my God, this is so nice. This is warm freedom. Is really nice. For me, I got strong sillage and projection with a 7-hour longevity on my skin. This did indeed last my whole work day, but after the 5 to 6 hour mark, this did indeed get softer as it sat closer to the skin, but you could still smell it. This is a very cozy and relaxing scent, suitable for autumn and winter. This is warm freedom. Next up, we have Unexpected Joy. Listen, without getting emotional, let me tell you something. I was determined to fall in love with this fragrance, okay? I was determined. Why, you ask? My late mom's name is Joy. So without even smelling this fragrance, I already falling in love with it because my mom's name is on the bottle, okay? So when I smelled it, I was like, the name? Oh my God. On the first spray, you get fresh. Yep, fresh bergamot. It's more fresh than citrus. And then I got greeted with this green and slightly bitter neroli. Coming down to the middle, there's only one white floral note listed, and that's magnolia. But I'm smelling another white floral. Come on, give me a white floral that you think might be in here. Okay, if you had said tuberose, you'd be correct. But it's not a camphoros or carnal tuberose, as it's being tamed by the magnolia. So it's much more softer, if that makes sense. Like a softer bubblegum tuberose. I'm getting this milky sweet creamy facet coming from the magnolia alongside something fruity like strawberries. Similar to the strawberries and cream frappuccino I had from Starbucks recently. Listen, you'd never catch me in Starbucks because I'm not a coffee drinker. But I was at work last week and Charlotte, hi Charlotte. Charlotte was like, listen, she needs to go out for a coffee. And I was like, oh, let me come outside with you for some fresh air, not for the coffee. She ended up having the caramel frap and I was like, you know what, let me just go with the strawberry frap. And that is the same fruity, sweet, milky, creamy facet that I'm getting in this fragrance. Oh my God, don't you just love how fragrances can just dip into your everyday life? Like, how did I just take that strawberry and cream frappuccino to be the strawberry and cream in this fragrance? Oh my God, I love that. So all the sweet, creamy, milky fruitiness I'm talking about, all of that is just on a woody base in the dry down. This is really, really nice. As I'm describing this, most of you, might put 2 and 2 together regarding the notes. But if you haven't, let me tell you, this is similar to My Way by Giorgio Armani, but this is so much softer and so much more creamier. Listen, I knew I was gonna love this. Moderate sillage and projection with a 5 to 6 hour longevity on my skin. For me, this is suitable for springtime, This is just a lovely, soft, fruity, white floral scent that indeed brings me joy. This is Unexpected Joy. The only issue I have with this, it's just this one bottle, and I'm wondering why. Out of all the 5, why this bottle? I don't know what material they used to write the name, because you see, I'm doing this and it's been rubbed off. You get what I mean? And it's the Unexpected Joy. I'm really angry, so I might have to just buy another bottle just to have the name, you get me? But that's the only issue I have. I don't know why I keep scratching it off, but I didn't really scratch it off in the first place. It just started to come apart, but that's the only issue that I have. Next up, we have Energy Vibe. Listen, when I went to test this, because I went to Zara to see if they had them out before I actually purchased them, this was the only one that had a tester at, and let me tell you something. Yeah, when I sprayed it, it was all green. When I tell you like bergamot or lime peel green, that was all I was smelling, all green. But now that I got this, and I've been testing it for weeks, you see, once that heavy green, fresh, citrusy smell goes, I get this cool mint that is infused with this soft herbal lavender. Listen, who knew, bloody hell, who knew that lavender and mint would work well together? Who knew? Oh wait, Auntie Jo did. The myrrh that's in this fragrance isn't overpowering, and for me, it's just adding this aromatic side to the fragrance as it dries down to this sweet, soft, powdery, woody base. Wait, do you say aromatic or aromatic? Am I saying it wrong? This for me, it's definitely suitable for summer as it's a freshie and it will definitely cool you down. You know them ones? It will cool you down and, you know, make you feel refreshed. Moderate sillage and projection with a surprisingly good longevity for a freshie. This gave me a solid 6 hours. So if you're looking for a refreshing, cool green scent, here you have it. This is Energy Vibe. Next up, we have Vibrancy Adventures. Listen, Auntie Jo loves her citrusy scent, okay? This is no different. If Auntie Jo is gonna make a line, you know, a line of fragrances, trust and believe that there's gonna be a citrus fragrance in there because this lady loves her citrusy scents, okay? She loves them. For the opening, you get this blast. Yep, you get this blast of citrus along with a tart lychee and a crisp Granny Smith apple in the background. You can't really smell those notes full on. I'm talking about the lychee and the apple, but you do get this crisp and tartness coming from the fragrance. I know the note is lemon, but I'm getting oranges. Juicy, sun-ripened oranges. And just like in Unexpected Joy, I'm getting some neroli in here, even though not listed. I'm getting something green in this fragrance as well. Okay, let me tell you what this fragrance smells like to me, yeah? Come with me, we're going orange picking. Don't argue with me, put your shoes on, we're going to pick some oranges, yeah? Yeah. So we arrive at the Orange Grove, is that what it's called? Where the orange, it's an orange grove, right? It's an orange grove today, okay? Yeah. So we arrive at the Orange Grove and all the oranges, they're ready to be picked, yeah? They're in the sun, you know, the sun's beaming down on them. They're ripe and everything. They're ready to be picked. So we all get our ladders and we're climbing up to pick oranges, yeah? So you're going to pick the orange and somehow you're clumsy like myself and you misstep, yeah? So as you're falling back, you try to grab a branch, and as you grab the branch, you're coming down with branch, leaves, and the orange, yeah? As you fall, some oranges were already on the ground and they break your fall, but they were all opened, yeah? Because you fell on them, duh. So you open your hand, you have the wood, you know, the branch, that's the wood in the fragrance. Then you're getting the green smell from the leaves, that's the greenness in the fragrance. And the oranges that you fell on, yes, you're getting the sun-ripened orange smell. That's this fragrance, okay? Yes. This is a pretty linear scent with faint woods for dry down, moderate sillage and projection with a 5-hour longevity on my skin. This is Vibrancy Adventures. These two are citrusy fragrances, but the Energy Vibe is this fresh citrus green smell with hints of sweetness, and Vibrancy Adventure is sweet citrus with hints of greenness. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does. And closing the show, we have Reflecting Celebrations. This took me by surprise because the note lineup doesn't correlate to what I'm actually smelling. For the note lineup, there's grapefruit, orange rind, and Palo Santo. And on first spray, all I'm getting, well, that was second spray, but all I'm getting is patchouli. And patchouli is not listed, but you're getting a whole lot of patchouli along with some Palo Santo. And for those that don't know, Palo Santo is a part of the woodsy family. It's a wild hardwood tree native to the Yucatan Peninsula, and it can also be found throughout countries in South America. Palo Santo is Spanish and it translates to holy wood. And even though there's no scientific proof, its wood, resin, and oil has been used for medical purposes and sacred rituals. Palo Santo is said to help treat pains, stress, and for the purification or the clearing of negative energy. So it's like sage, but not exactly, as Palo Santo is more fresher and sweeter. Now for the smell. Palo Santo smell is heavy, sweet, and spicy all at the same time. It's pine-like, you know, it has hints of mint and citrus, and it's also reminiscent of licorice. The more you know. So as I said, the first spray is all Palo Santo with an abundance of patchouli along with a tenuous amount of citrus. So that's the orange rind bitterness and the grapefruit. This fragrance is warm, it's soft, and it's pleasant, but it's a very earthy patchouli type of scent. It's not skanky. Wait, am I allowed to say that word when I'm describing patchouli? If not, I apologize, but it's a more refined patchouli. It does smell luxurious, I can't lie. I was told not to say, you know, affordable fragrances smell niche-like, because it's not niche, but this smells on the higher end, if that makes sense. Moderate sillage and projection. It did sit very close to my skin though, but it has like a 6 to 7 hour longevity. I saw that this fragrance was being compared to Angel by Mugler, and that should really give you an insight of what this fragrance smells like, because that is a patchouli bomb, okay? Yeah. Well, there you have it, my loves. That's me done. You know, my thoughts on the new fragrances out by Zara and Jo Malone. My honest thoughts, my honest opinions. I'm not really impressed. I'm a bit underwhelmed, if that makes sense. I really expected more from Auntie Jo. Forgive me if you think that I've crossed the line, but to me, this was her chance to like tap into her other creative side. Do you know what I mean? Because this was a line for Zara. This was not her personal line, if that makes sense. I just think that fresher ideas could have been brought forward in the meeting. To me, all of these fragrances smell like fragrances that Zara already have in their scent library, or they smell similar to designer fragrances. Warm Freedom to me smells like a mixture between Black Opium by Yves Saint Laurent, Private Show by Britney Spears, and Coffee Break by Maison Martin Margiela. Unexpected Joy is similar to My Way by Giorgio Armani. That one, I'm not angry at, okay? I'm not angry at any of these, but I'm not angry at this one. Energy Vibe to me is similar or along the same lines as Water Lily Tea Dress. I'm not saying it's a dupe or nothing, because the only thing they really have in common is just the green freshness and the cool mint. But yeah, Water Lily Tea Dress, Energy Vibe, yeah? Vibrancy Adventure to me is similar to the one from the Emotion collections. I think it's called Vetiver Pamplemousse. Yeah, it's similar to that. And Reflecting Celebrations, you know, people are saying that it's similar to Angel because of the patchouli note. But I wasn't in the meeting, so I don't know what Zara had run by, you know, Jo Malone. I didn't know what she had to work with and all that jazz. But as I always say, what do I know? I only review them, I don't make them. If I was supposed to choose my fave to my least, my favorite would be Unexpected Joy. I mean, come on, for obvious reasons. My number 2 would be Warm Freedom. Yep, that's nice as well. Tied for number 3, we'd have the two citruses. So that's the Energy Vibe and the Vibrancy Adventure. Yeah, and coming in last, we'd have the Reflecting Celebrations. And you know what's really cutting me? My favorite color is purple, and I really wish that the Unexpected Joy had the purple instead of Reflecting Celebrations. But you know what? We move. We move. Well, there you have it, my loves. My thoughts on the new line out by Zara. The video is late, I know. I do apologize. But as you guys know, I have to test fragrances for time before I come on here running my mouth. I don't do first impressions. I'll never do a first impression because I want you guys to have a feeling of what these fragrances smell like without actually smelling them. Does that make sense? And I can't give you that with a first impression. This is where I say my goodbyes. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up by clicking that like button. Comment down below and let me know what fragrance you'd get from this line just from my description. And if you had bought any from this line, did my description match what you were smelling? Share this video with a mate. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. And I guess I'll see you in my next video. Bye!